Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Hey everybody, Meravas is just trying to decide what to do today. There are a lot of open quests to choose from. So we could go get Emric, go to the Hall of Valor now. I think Davrin also wants to talk, so we'll do that before we go anywhere. Help for Treviso. Hey Tosh, we've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who were supposed to pick up the supplies here in Ravane never reported in. If you and your fancy new friends have the time, could you check it out? The drop point was over on the coast. For gold and glory, Isabella. Actually, let's do that. Mira's still feeling bad about what happened in Treviso, and Lucanus is still mad at her, which she's not really a fan of, so maybe this will help get back on his good side. But first, Davrin.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Who you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludrig and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well...
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh. I just wanted to make you feel better.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, he's still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Asan can be a hunter and also a little sweetie, so don't change him.
Maybe, but go easy on him. He's still getting the hang of things.
He runs into an ogre, it won't care. It'll eat him for lunch. I didn't mean your lunch.
Too late. You said the magic word. See you around.
All right, to the coast. Just the cutest. Whoa. Viago, since you said you already have weaponry covered, we've sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed-upon drop spot at the waterfall in the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the Antam wherever they are, Isabella.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed.
Yeah, no kidding. Quite the ambush.
This is a weird question, but do you think I could sit on your shoulders in battle one day?
Why?
I could shoot at people and you could axe them. We'd be walking artillery. Unstoppable.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
Antom orders. The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. Gillenane does not reward those who fail. Find the crows and these supplies and bring them to the Warden Fort. We will deliver both to the butcher to show that the Antom who serve Panchanek are worthy of greatness.
Looks like the Antom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Antom.
Why are the other Lords of Fortune always jumping off the docks?
It's a drunk game. We found an old goblet made from fool's gold in a ruin once. Kept it as a trophy. Someone tosses it into the water, the others dive in and hunt for it. Whoever finds the goblet gets free drinks for the rest of the night.
Oh, well, that sounds like... fun?
Hey, you can use your stone thing to raise the seabed for me. Make things easier.
Isn't that cheating?
It's not against the rule.
The rule? There's only one?
Yep. No punching in the junk.
Well, if you're only gonna have one rule, I suppose that's the one to have. Trouble scouted.
Let's see what you got.
I'm there.
They're hitting us from there. They've got us trained. Gotta move.
Ready to go get it. Done.
Good move, Harding.
They're shooting for us. Ranged attackers.
Brooke got hit.
She's okay. Can't block to save her life. There we go.
Hitting us at range.
Have I mentioned that I dislike the Antom?
They're hitting us from afar.
Watch for incoming.
Don't bother getting up.
One of the crows is still alive.
All clear.
The Antom kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravane into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antom there.
Slowly winning favor back with the crows. We need it with the Lords of Fortune too, so... Actually, let's go to Treviso and check on everybody there after we grab this chest.
A handful of Antam have left the city.
Only a handful?
I heard they feared the blight in the canals.
Opportunists fleeing their easy perch. They should fear that damned butcher instead. Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
After all you have done, you are most welcome to join us.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to this memorial. Maybe Lucanus will be there. At least we can pay our respects.
You're not from Treviso?
From nearby. Doesn't matter. We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
Your help in pushing back the blight has given the crows a chance to mourn. Well, at least there's that.
I'm only a visitor, but I don't think Treviso will stay down for long.
I'm told we are a charmingly stubborn people.
The blight, that is the problem. But you did fight it back. If we did it once, we can do it again.
Let's hope there is something in that.
There he is.
When did you get here?
A while ago, I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Who else did you lose in Treviso? Other crows?
A few. Not all were crows. Some just lived daily lives in the city. Local merchants, people who put out the morning coffee as we headed to bed. After the ossuary, I wanted to walk by and see them again. As if I could return to where I left off.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venectori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
Meravas definitely wouldn't say vengeance. Maybe the future, just being hopeful. But actually, honoring the dead themselves seems like the way to go.
Those we lost, they'll never be forgotten.
Never is a long time. But let us try. The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her.
More crow strength. Good deal. Maybe we should look around and see what else we can do in Treviso while we're here. I do know that because Mira sided with Meravas, that her faction approval with the crows will grow at half the speed. So I'm gonna have to put in some work, but that's okay. She's happy to help her friends and
How's
allies.
Fine.
And I don't know if it will be after a certain amount of time or a certain amount of help, but hopefully then Lucanus will come home.
There's an
Whoops, sorry. Got there before you. Dearest Viago, you may not believe this, but I've learned something about those boorish Antom that may be useful. Send someone when you can, or come by with Taya. I have some new pieces to show. Gallery of Fine Art, huh?
interesting letter there, Brooke.
Kinda seems like a trap, but when has that stopped us before?
So...
Do the Lords of Fortune do anything sober?
Not all of us drink.
Really? But drunk games.
Okay, yeah, most of the lords drank. I drank, but not everyone.
Is there a rule about not drinking while playing a drunk game?
You gotta be okay being just as stupid as the drunk people.
All right, Lace, it's not that funny. Just kidding, it's good they're friends.
That's a problem.
Not jealous at all.
Who wants some? Everybody good?
Hello? Are you alright?
Anton said me up in my own gallery. Then the brutes left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
Anton did this to scare somebody who sells paintings?
Yeah, sounds a little off to me, too.
Done?
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Antom. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to.
The Market Master.
Alright. We should talk to the Market Master if we want to learn why Antom are stealing pieces of art.
My people's gods finally returned.
Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antom stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antom art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Well, it wouldn't be Dragon Age if we didn't do some eavesdropping.
But I mean, Antom, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antom who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here.
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
close to that camp where the Anton took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
The timing. Ooh, line them up. One.
Finish it.
Two. Oh, I thought we were gonna get a third.
Your turn.
Oh, here's three.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Anton are doing with it. Nothing here.
Don't see anything. No paints, none of that fancy polish they use on sculptures.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
If you don't trust me, why don't you do what
Torn note, and tell the other Venatori, of course, to watch for people sniffing about. I don't want to jeopardize our arrangement with the Antom. The magical components they're asking for are rare, but they've delivered us some of Treviso's brightest artwork. The collectors back home are very pleased. The next exchange will be in the Antom camp in the center of the city. I'll find you after.
That merchant who said the Antom stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
Well, yeah.
So he got rid of us with a fake story about being robbed?
The note said the Antom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components. The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location... Okay, we're close to the camp where Antom are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Kind of makes me wonder why I read the note. It's fine.
Those sneaks from the market. Just kill them.
Where are you going?
Got him in position!
Oh, we're gonna do it again. 1, 2. Ah, the last one died.
Didn't even know what hit him!
All right, let's find out what the Antom and the Venatori are actually doing here.
Charred warning note. Don't be so afraid of magic. We must throw off the superstitions which yoked us under the Qun. The Venatori's enchanted powders and crystals have already produced wonderful new effects in the Gatlock. More power, more displacement, a heat like dragon's fire. But it is not ready. I've gone for burn salve. The Venatori and I will find the correct mixture soon.
This note is about Gatlock, that Qunari blasting powder. The Antom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive.
Okay.
Much more explosive.
What? We gotta stop them. Gatlock's dangerous already.
We have to tell Taya and Viago.
I just won't read the notes anymore. It'll be alright.
You fought Darkspawn.
None of them touched me.
I will inspect you later.
All right.
Oh. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antom make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antom's first targets.
Looks like a thank you note for stopping the Antom and for not selling the jewels of our artistry to some boorish magisters' parlors in Meravas. Understandable. Well, with that all done, I think we've got some more time, so let's keep cleaning up the journal and get some side quests out of the way here.
This Solus they keep talking about. You were friends?
I didn't know he was an elven god at the time. And he didn't look like someone out to destroy the world. His wardrobe choices, on the other hand, were a catastrophe all their own. I'm glad you were here to help with the dragon. It could have destroyed the city.
Oh.
What can I do for you, Rook?
I wanted to catch up on what's happened in the city with the Shadow Dragons.
It's gotten worse recently. Venatori sympathizers are everywhere in the halls of power. Feels like we're fighting against the tide sometimes.
You can't lose hope. The Shadows need you. You're our foundation.
You're sweet. I may have started this, but I am no more important than anyone else here. I won't give up, I promise you that. I owe it to all of you, and to the people of Tevinter. When my father revealed me to the Imperium as his heir, he taught me the duty of a magister. I may not hold the title anymore, but I have not forgotten his lessons.
You had to be revealed to the Magisterium?
A magister must declare the inheritor of their seat. They were expecting a young man, but we decided that I would show them who I truly was. I was 15 and standing in front of all those magisters. Their gazes told me they believed I didn't belong. But my father was behind me every step. Mevarus Talani, he told me, you deserve to be here. Stand tall and claim your birthright. And I did.
15. Speaking to the Magisterium and showing them who you are? I must have taken so much courage.
We never think we're brave enough, do we? Until we're called upon.
Magister Athenir Talani was your father. They say he was one of the good magisters.
My father was honorable, kind, and generous. He clung to his principles when others took leave of theirs, and got himself killed. Damn my father's goodness.
Whatever you're up against, gods, cults, blight, you know where to find me.
Now I won't keep you any longer. The world is troubled, and we both have our parts to play. Good luck, Rook. Bring the light.
May is just so awesome.
How are things?
Brooke? Things are going well.
Ooh, I don't think we've given you a name yet. By the books, like a little librarian. Libby.
So, Tosh, Lords of Fortune. You're treasure hunters, right?
Yep.
And that includes ruins? Elven ruins?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it was a bad idea to switch out Arden.
We're looking for labourers to move crates at the docks. You can move crates. You've moved crates before. Easy. Do the job well, and there's bigger jobs. That's what they say. You can get out of here.
So, those artifacts you find, you sell them?
Some of them. The rest go to Shiv.
Who's Shiv?
Elven guy. He's from a Dalish clan that works with us.
A clan works with you?
Yeah. Shiv makes sure we don't sell anything sacred to your people.
Huh.
Alright, back at home, and it looks like we got a letter. Taya said she could get this to you. I just wanted you to know that thanks to your rescue, I was able to get the supplies from Ravane down into Treviso. We just bring a large group of prisoners free. Thanks to you and the Lords of Fortune, we had poisons to take out the Antom guard station, herbs to treat the prisoners' injuries, and gold for the bribes to get them safely out of Treviso. Treviso will be free, and the Antom will regret ever showing their faces here. Yours, Natalie of House Cantori. Well, good. Glad we did some good today. Now let's wrap up by checking in with the team.
So, Tosh, you're the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Quick stop over here for our daily check-in with Hassan.
Have your dreams been strange since you got here? My dreams have been strange. But is that the Fade, or the lighthouse, or maybe I think they should be different here? Am I causing this?
If you're waiting on an answer, I don't have one handy.
Oh, we should start dream journals.
Of course, Belle would suggest that. Tosh's horn. I was wondering about that. Davrin snapped it in my first job with the Lords, a Gamordan storm rider. We hit her during a typhoon as she attacked a little fishing village. I used my axes to climb off the wet ground and onto her back. That's the best way to deal with lightning dragons when they start making the puddles fry you. Saved the villagers, but lost the horn when she slammed me against the cliff face. Better my horn than my skull. Balara. Veil quartz, really strong and the right weight so my balance isn't thrown off. I took a giant crystal of it as my share from the Storm Rider. Armor and the Lord shaves bits off as my horn grows back in. No, I don't know what harmonic resonances are. No, it has never shot lightning. Well, at least it seems like everybody's getting along.